It's a big can from Beer52. Usually we get small cans or small bottles, but this one's a 440ml. Does big mean better? Is big beautiful? Check out the review to find out. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today we are going to be reviewing this one, Oh My Citra. Obviously the hop is Citra. It's quite a commonly used hop, usually used on its own and also used with Mosaic quite a lot. But this is quite interesting because it's a triple dry hopped IPA. It's coming in at 6%. It's actually got the IBU of 85. I think that's reasonably high, so you might get a little bit of level bitterness with this one, which is more than the others. But the one, I mean, it's got beautiful artwork there. You can see there's the sort of scream, but obviously it's a hop. But lovely, beautiful colours. And, you know, what's unique about this from Beer52 is that we usually only get small cans. So this is a 440ml can. It is part of the sort of 10-pack with the upgrade. So that may be the reason for it. But let's get this beer out of the can and into a glass and see what it's like, shall we? So yeah, triple dry hopped. I mean, I'm really interested to see what this is going to be like, actually. So, beer in the glass. It's a little bit hazy, but it's still fairly light, a sort of yellowy straw coloured. We've got a one finger fluffy white head there. Yeah, I mean, it looks like, you know, what you would expect from an IPA. I'm interested to see what sort of aromas we're going to get with this. Yeah, I mean, there's a slightness of pineapple, but really grapefruit's the big one there. Bit grapefruit, and then you got your lemons and limes, maybe a bit of orange, just a sort of overall citrus. I mean, as much as I don't, we've had Citra with lots of beers that we've had. I presume that it's Citra because it gets those Citra notes out, and you're certainly getting that, but you're getting a little bit of. I can still get a bit of mango in there, a bit of passion fruit. That real sort of, you know, a bit more fleshiness of a type of fruit. It does smell really nice. I'm looking forward to this. So, without further ado, cheers. Yeah, there is a... You get that nice, it's got quite, when you first drink it, it's got quite a soft mouthfeel to it. Not very high levels of carbonation. And you get that wave of sort of grapefruits and lemons and limes and oranges. And sort of a little bit of subtleness of those sort of more mango and pineapple and passion fruit type of flavours. But there is a bitterness that almost sort of comes in quite quickly afterwards. Yeah, it's bitter and it's dry, which again is, you know, normally you get the bitterness and you don't get the dryness, or you get the dryness and you don't get the bitterness. But this one, there is a level of bitterness, and I suppose in terms of what I like, I don't like it overly bitter because it reduces the enjoyment. But bitter is really, really upfront. Not sort of, you don't get that fruit feeling. It just happens really quickly. It's like bang citrus, bang bitterness. And although it's triple dry hopped, I would say it's, you know, that dryness. It reminds me a little bit of a German sort of Pilsner. You know, when you get those, they can be really, really the dryness. And you get that sort of bitterness as well, and you don't get that refreshment from the beer. And this is similar. I mean, it looks great. It smells pretty nice, but for me, not my cup of tea. If you like a lot of bitterness, I think that this would be a really great beer for you because it has that strong bitterness. But for me, it doesn't really do it for me. Okay, let's get some scores, shall we? Okay, the scores are in for Tanker. Oh My Citra. This is a triple dry hopped IPA in a 440ml can, and Tanker, yeah, the brewery is called Tanker, and it's actually from Estonia. So we're travelling around Europe here, quite different from Estonia. I'm finding this one a bit of a sort of, not to my taste, but to others, I think they would like it. So, you know, take these scores with a little bit with a pinch of salt. Firstly, aroma. It had some really nice aromas, real citrusy, really nice orange, lemons, and lemons, limes, and oranges. Quite nice. I'm giving it 12 out of 20 though. Appearance. Well, I think appearance, it's really nice. I mean, it's a lovely sort of straw coloured, nice little head there. The head's sort of fairly retained. You've got a nice lacing of the glass. I'm giving it 8 out of 10. Flavour. Controversial, I think. You taste it and you think, it's nice. You get all that citrus. You get that sort of subtleness of mango in there. A little bit of pineapple, a little bit of grapefruit. But the bitterness is like, it's too much. Looking at the charts, I was sitting here with a magazine, and in terms of the tasting notes, the hoppiness is like the whack. It's the fullest 4 out of 4 for hoppiness. So maybe that bitterness and the hoppiness is creating that hoppiness. But for me, I like my craft beer dry, but not bitter, as less bitter as possible. So that reduces the flavour for me. So I'm going to get 30 out of 40. If you like bitterness, if you like your West Coast IPAs, then it could be right up your street. But for me, too bitter. Value for money. Well, this is going to be an interesting one, because I think that it's a 440ml can. We're still classing it as a £3 can. I think it's not bad value for money. Some people out there would probably really enjoy this. Not for me, but I'm going to give it a reasonably high 8 out of 10 for value for money. In terms of my overall experience, though, just to say as well, this is 6%. Overall experience, would I want to drink it again? No, it's not for me. Bitterness, don't like it. Too bitter for me. And I wouldn't try it again. I wouldn't want to drink it again, and I certainly wouldn't want to have more than one of these in one go. I'm a little disappointed with this. It's a beer that I'm not really enjoying at all. So it's only a 9 out of 20 for overall experience. And we top those scores up and we're getting another Bon Jovi beers. It's 67 out of 100. I think that there'll be some people out there that like this, but not for me. Whether it's just, again, you know, we did a review a while ago, well, just the last review that we did before this one, really, for the Sabro one. And it was one hop, and it just didn't really cut it for me. And I think Citra, I've had Citra in so many different beers, but the way that this is just Citra, maybe it's just too much. It needs something. It needs some sort of counterbalance. And so, yep, it's a Bon Jovi of beers. So keep the faith, and until the next video, you keep on rocking.